We're going to talk about healthy environments and stopping the spread of germs. We're going to talk about keeping the center clean, sanitized, and healthy for children. We're going to talk about children and their health. Then we're going to talk about our own health and keeping ourselves healthy. Every center will have their own policies and procedures around health and safety practices, but I just want to make you aware of some of the things we think about when we try to keep kids healthy in the child care center. A healthy center begins with a clean center. It's easy to see the clutter and litter and pick those things up and tidy up the area. And of course, we all have no smoking policies on the premises, but there's a lot more to it than that, and we're going to talk about some of those things. As we talked about, picking up litter and clutter, that's the easy part. There's a lot more. If you see a youngster in the housekeeping area and they wipe their nose on a housekeeping dress, that dress needs to go in to be laundered. If you see a youngster drool or mouth a toy, that toy needs to be taken and cleaned. There's a lot of those routine things. We got to clean the mats every once a month, and you got to make sure that they're clean surfaces. And when kids drool or have any bodily fluids come in contact with them, they need to be sanitized and cleaned. We need to clean throughout the day. After lunch, you're sweeping up, you're sanitizing the tables. All those routine things will be part of your daily activities. And there's even more than that. Then there's the deep cleaning that happens every day. At the end of the day, you may end up doing this, or you may have a custodial service that comes in, vacuums the carpets, mops the floors, cleans the commodes, cleans the floor around the commodes, cleans the sinks. All this area needs to be cleaned. You might do it, or you might have a custodial service. Then there's the little things like cleaning the cubbies every once in a while, wiping down the shelves. All those things are part of keeping the place safe and healthy for children. Keeping an appropriate temperature in the child care spaces helps keep children healthy. During the winter, you'll want to maintain a consistent temperature between 65 and 75 degrees. In the summer, between 68 and 82. Making sure through cooling devices, opening windows, air conditioning, heating systems that you have those temperatures helps decrease the spread of germs and illness and keeps kids healthy. Huh. Yeah. A daily fresh air exchange can really do a lot for the health of your young children. Making sure a window's open, out with the bad air, in with the good, once a day. Maybe if it's real cold outside, you have to wait until after the children have gone home for the day. During good weather, just a point in time where you open the window and get some fresh air in the building. Sanitizing surfaces, cleaning toys, these types of things you'll be doing all the time. Keeping things clean keeps kids healthy. She's using sanitizer, wiping down toys. I just took this toy away from a baby who had it in their mouth. They were gumming it and drooling on it. It's going to go right in the mouth toy bin. At the end of the day, I'm going to take all these toys, wash them in soap and water, and sanitize them before I put them back out on the shelves for another child to use.
Yeah, put them away. Say bye-bye, friends. Where's the rest of them?
We've talked about keeping the center and site clean and healthy for the children in our care. Now let's talk about the health of the child. It all begins with having a health appraisal on file. This document can show us, do they have all their shots, immunizations? Are they all up to date? Do they have any health problems or dental problems? Do they have any chronic health concerns like asthma or diabetes? Anything else we should be aware of? It's the beginning of the partnership with physician, parents, and caregivers. Together, we can look out for the health of all the children in the center. Doing a daily health check can help keep children healthy. What is a daily health check? It's having a look at children when they arrive in the morning. Do they have a runny nose? Do they look tired? Do they look grumpy? If the parent says something like, they didn't sleep well last night, they coughed all night, You'll want to make a note about that so that you know what to expect and other people in the room know what to expect from that child during the day. Or if the parent says, we stayed up all night doing something, you'll want to make a note about that. You'll probably have a place to log those items, like on a case entry form or a note from parents. Same thing at the end of the day. You'll want to let the parents know how was the child's temperament and how were they throughout the day. Did they cough a lot? Did they have a good nap? Were they grumpy? Were they sad? Getting outside daily is a real important part of keeping children healthy. Even when there's snow on the ground and you're coming out of winter, having children wear clothing and parents bring the clothing for the children that they can get outside, making sure to have your own coat, hat, gloves if you need them. Children love to play in the snow, and that fresh air is really important to their basic health. We knew it was going to rain maybe later on today, so the teachers have changed their schedule around to get that breath of fresh air earlier in the morning than they would usually do it, just because fresh air is so important. Even toddlers can come out. Infants can go for a quick spin around or a quick walk, but that fresh air keeps children healthy. All right. Making sure the safety surfacing is in good shape and deep enough, thick enough under all the equipment is really important to keeping children safe and healthy. Some centers, when teachers come into the infant or toddler room, they change into slippers or heavy socks. This keeps all the grunk from outside from being tracked in and left down on the floor where the babies are crawling around. Some things we do every day, like brushing teeth, washing hands, and using universal precautions or gloving, can help keep children healthy. You might have a youngster at your center with a chronic illness or condition, like asthma, diabetes, or seizures. If you're involved in managing that type of situation, there will be a detailed care plan, and you'll get training in how to do it. Sometimes, while you're at the center, you may actually have a child become ill during the day. One of the first signs that a youngster is becoming ill will be a change in their behavior. Their temperament might be different. They might cry. They might be sleepy. Their activity level could be less. These could all be a sign of illness, but it might also be stress or something going on at home. Any noticeable change should be reported to the supervisor or head teacher. Make a note of it. If a child is ill and needs to rest, maybe their parents coming for them soon, you're going to want to keep them comfortable, give them some quiet things to do, and apply a lot of TLC, tender loving care. One part of keeping children healthy in a child care setting is administering medication. Many children are here for long hours during the day, and they might need some of their medication given by staff at the child care center. The first thing with administering medication is making sure that it's kept safe, locked, away from children. This teacher keeps hers in the closet. Even if the children got a hold of her medication box, they couldn't get anything out of it. It takes a long finger, an adult finger, to reach in there and open it up, and this is where she keeps her medication for the children in her classroom. Back in. As a new staff member, you may not have to administer medication, but I want you to know there are some real specific procedures for doing so. This teacher's medication log is right in this closet. It talks about the date, the name, the type of medication, dosage, when you gave it. All those very specific details need to be recorded. If you have to do medication, also hand washing before and after administering medication is really important. This teacher has her medication log right in here with her teacher supplies, her first aid kit, toothbrushes are all right here in the cabinet together. But they're confidential, and the medication log isn't in view of parents or people just in the classroom in general.
Roof.
Oh, you're going to make a roof on the whole thing. Okay. Is Lori getting your glue for it? Okay.
Like I'll go.
Up. Becoming partners with parents in terms of stopping and holding down the spread of communicable diseases or head lice or any situations like that is important. Posting a note for parents about things that occur in the classroom can really help. You want to post it by the parent board somewhere where they can see it. We've had a case of strep throat, we've had a case of head lice, something like that. We also make materials available to parents about what the symptoms are and what they can do to help us keep down the spread of communicable diseases. We've talked about how a clean center is a healthy center. We've talked about keeping children healthy, and now about you. How to keep yourself healthy. Well, the first thing, you probably already had a health appraisal done on yourself. You might have had to have a TB Man-2 test. We want to make sure you're healthy and prepared for taking care of children. Next thing, good nutrition. Eat well. Plenty of vegetables and fruits. Eat healthy. Make sure that you're prepared in the morning. Have a little something in your tummy so you have good energy. All right? Then, hygiene. Clean hair, clean teeth. You know, make sure your clothes are neat and clean fingernails, and you'll be good. You'll want to wash your hands all the time. In fact, you'll probably get chapped hands and need to use cream on them. Use universal precautions. Glove appropriately. Next, physical exercise. You may think you get a lot of it just running around with the kids, but having some type of a health plan where you're exercising, keeping healthy is really important. Everyone does it differently. Some use dumbbells. Some might try the hula hoop. Some use a stepper or jogging. Whatever's your thing, keep yourself healthy, active, and ready to go for the children. Safe lifting is important to your health on the job. You may think you don't even lift at all during the day, but if you really consciously think about it, you do a lot of lifting in a child care center. We have these signs posted all over the center about safe lifting techniques. Check the weight, stand close, squat, grip with your hands, pull the object in close to you, and lift with your legs. Let me show you. We have a little baby here. Hi, Andy. And if I bend over to pick up Andy like this, without bending my legs and tried to lift him up, I'd be putting a lot of strain and stress on my back. If you want to lift a young child, move in close, bend your legs, bring him in close to you, and lift him just like this. Hi, Andy. And then you'll have a good back, and you won't hurt yourself on the job. If you come down with a communicable disease or illness, you're going to have to check your center's policies for how to take a day off, because in a lot of cases you're not allowed to be around children. For example, chickenpox, shingles, untreated head lice, impetigo or undetermined rashes, vomiting, diarrhea, respiratory illness. All these things could be dangerous to the children in the center. You'll have to talk to your director about the policies and procedures at your center. We all have a role in keeping the center clean and healthy, keeping the children and ourselves healthy. We've only just scratched the surface of all the topics about health, but I hope I've made you more aware. You probably have a list of questions about the center's policies and procedures. Go find out.